Hey there, how's it going, guys? Well, you got me. I am Daniel. I am the guy behind the camera that you never really see unless I post a picture of. The guy showing you all these really cool videos on what do I have so far? Ladyfish, tarpon, snook, trout. I mean, there's redfish to come, peacocks, some offshore fishing. A lot of different videos. I've done a lot of different fishing. Obviously, I would like to do a lot more fishing, but I haven't gotten there yet. Eventually, one day, hopefully, I will be able to travel the world, do some more fishing. Anyway, I realized watching one of the videos the other day that you guys don't know who I am. My name is Daniel. I am currently residing in Tallahassee, Florida. I grew up in Naples, Florida for 22 years. I did freshwater fishing, saltwater fishing down there. Worked offshore on a boat for some time, but for the main part, I fish inshore from a kayak or finding canals or anything like that. Now, when I came up here, fishing's a lot different. So a lot of the videos you're seeing now is from the past, and then I believe episode 7 and part 1 and part 2 both are from up here, and I call it panhandle fishing. So you'll see more about that and how that's going for me. Gonna go to a trout lake that is something special they kind of do up here. They bring some trout down, and I'm gonna go see if I can catch some on fly, hopefully catch some on video. Again, I had all these different GoPro videos. I had nothing to do. They just sat there, for me to reminisce on. Well, what I wanted to do is kind of turn this into a YouTube channel of sorts that helps people to kind of understand different kinds of fish, what they eat, what they go for, how to catch them. That's the main thing, is just sharing the knowledge that I have acquired over the years, whether fly fishing or spin fishing, freshwater, saltwater, brackish, whatever you want to call it, depending on where it is. That's what I'm here to do, is just to show you guys my videos, answer any questions you have. I will be posting what my Instagram handle is, because then you can go on there, see the other fish I have caught, and a little bit easier to direct message me through there. So I have that on there. I just want you guys to see who it is you're actually subscribing to. Well, the few right now already know me. There's maybe one or two that don't actually know me. So this is kind of just putting it out there for all the other people in the future. So if they're ever curious who I am, now you can see me. Anyway, I know you're interested in the jack attack and all that jack has to show up in the rest of this video. Don't worry, they are there. So just give it a second, and please subscribe to Last Cast Adventures. I want to see how far this can get. See if I can, maybe get some special guests, do some interviews. Any videos, ideas you guys have in mind, just send it to my Instagram, message me, comment, whatever. I'll see what I can do. This is a compilation of videos where I'm catching jack of all sizes pretty much, hence the name Jack Attack. This one I caught down in Naples, I believe, if I remember correctly. I caught it on a fluke. Nice little guy, good early morning start. I think this video was in Bonita, but I don't really remember. I just remember what happened. I had been casting a topwater and wasn't really having any luck, so I didn't have the camera on. And sure enough, I took this cast, and that was one of the times where the fish actually hit, and I didn't have it on. So where it comes in is right when I had got my camera started and turned on, so you're able to see the fight. This jack I caught on a Miro mullet. It's a topwater, walk the dog. I believe this one was clear actually, and great lure if you're trying to find something for surface bites. Mirror mullets are great. They work in pretty much every scenario. They're light but also heavy enough to throw at a good distance, and yeah, so it was the clear one as you can see there, which I don't normally use, but I tried it out and it seemed to work. But anyway, the walk the dog action is just great, and it makes for some really cool footage. Topwater bites just are amazing in general, and I definitely recommend trying to get them if you can. This video is another day where I was in Marco Island fishing. I believe it was connected with one of my other recent videos I've posted, but in this case I was casting a DOA shrimp in a tannish color. As you can tell, the fish are absolutely destroying it. I remember it was mixed between ladyfish and jack that kept hitting, but for the most part of them, they just kept missing it, or I kept missing the hook set. But finally I was able to get one to bite, and it turned out to be a jack. Jack aren't usually a target species, but pound for pound, doesn't matter their size, they do put up a really good fight. And hey, if you're not catching anything and all you're getting is some small jack, I'd take that over not catching anything and getting skunked. This was a different day in Marco along the same stretch of islands. I was using my extra light rod again and casting the fluke up under the trees, which some people might think was a bad idea. I think it's absolutely a blast. I hooked into a much bigger jack than I was expecting to catch on this 4-foot 6-inch rod and little freshwater reel, but I mean, hey, I was able to catch him. It was pretty good size too. I think it was around 22 inches. If you don't have like a really nice light setup, I highly recommend getting one.
Well, the rod's a quantum.
This whole combo itself didn't cost me very much, and this rod's lasted me a long time. The right braid, the right reel, you take care of it, it'll work very well for you in saltwater.
Not huge, but it's good size. Actually, you're good, man. You can keep fishing. Yeah.
Well, he wasn't 22 inches, but he was still a really good size. I'd say just under 20. I guess I remembered wrong. It kind of makes you wonder if you're presenting the wrong bait when you cast multiple times to the same area where fish are busting and they're just not biting. Kind of makes you think, am I doing something wrong, or are they just not seeing it when I cast? I was in Bonita again in this video, and there was something that kept busting underneath these mangroves, so naturally I took out the fly rod, tried to cast under and see if I could get them to bite, but that wasn't really working. So I took out my extra light rod again, and I took a cast with the fluke. The fluke apparently was exactly what this fish was looking for, because he hit it almost immediately. I don't know about anyone else, but I usually prefer to fish in the morning, and in this case I went out in the afternoon. But for me, I just like the morning time because you kind of just have the whole day, where in the evening, when the light's gone, the light's gone. There's no waiting till it comes up again unless you have all night. But you know, sometimes you gotta go in the evening, and it works out sometimes for sure. In this collage of videos, I kind of covered a few different baits that work well for Jack. You have the Mira mullet in pretty much any color. It's a great topwater bait. You have a tan DOA shrimp, which you can't go wrong just free casting it or using it under a popping cork. And then the fluke, which pretty much works overall. Hey guys, thanks for watching this episode of Last Cast Adventures. Just to kind of give you guys a heads up, I recently did acquire a new job. It is a place called Cape Harbor Outfitters. It is mainly centered around fly fishing. You can find all your fly fishing clothes that you'll need, as well as rod and reel and line and leader and tips that you need on how to catch fish where we're at. Now, if you're not in Tallahassee, don't fret. You can look us up online, kind of get some of the same things you need. We do have a website which you'll see come across the screen here shortly. You can check us out. I have our phone number. I'm going to put our address on here for you local Tallahassee people. That way you can come and visit us, talk all things fly fishing, whether fresh or salt. We've got it. We can help you out. We can tell you where the fish are at. We're just, your one-stop shop for the fly fishing needs around here. If you don't fly fish, I highly recommend learning. And if you're in Tallahassee and wanting to learn, you can find me here. If you're just passing through, feel free to stop by, say, hey man, I saw your video. Definitely make me feel pretty good. Anyway, it's not the point. We could help you out with fly fishing. That's the main thing. Just to let you know some of the brands we do have. We do have Sage, we have Nautilus, TFO, Reddington, and Scott rods. But hey, we've got a whole bunch of different products there. Any accessories you could think of for fly fishing, fly tying stuff. Come out. We'll set you up, check it out, and see what we got. Come say hey. If you want to know anything fly fishing, that's where to go. Thanks, guys. Until next time.